Yes, another good points haul there for an Israeli athlete. 4th and a 2nd, I think, for Estelle Valiano cross discus and shot. As we look at the lineup for the first 2 heats of the men's 800 metres. So this event won a couple of years ago by Marina Blodek, who competes for Croatia this time around. We look at Nicholas Kainarat. Personal best this year, 1:49.17. Tekshaw's Turkish athlete has 9 national titles, 1:46.4 at best. Martin Balabanov, the national champion over 1,500 metres. Of course, that event taking place yesterday on the men's side. Rosgaard Jensen of Denmark, who won the second league a couple of times over 800 metres. First one back in 2013. Noah Mamou, former European under-18 silver medalist. That was Israel's only medal at those championships. The home soil in Jerusalem. Cypriot late replacement there was going to be Stavros Spiru and Aldin Katovic of Serbia. Another teenager, he's just 18 years of age.
On your mark.
And it remains close at the bottom. It's changing all the time, really, as new results are added after events conclude. So now underway in this first heat. I'll just use this opportunity to briefly give a picture at the bottom of the standings. And I can tell you that Cyprus and Estonia are level on 180.5 points. Cyprus being just above the drop zone and Estonia being in it, and then Latvia 10.5 behind, or Bulgaria actually 10.5 behind, sorry, and then Latvia bottom, and Latvia nearly 40 points inside the bottom. So unfortunately, from a Latvian point of view, it's looking like it will be difficult to stay in this division. So we'll have an eye on Latvian athletes trying to do their best, including in this heat with Karlis Anchans, who's in the middle of the pack at the moment, personal best 1:51. But this is decent pace so far. Look at the tall Dane there, Rosgaard Jensen. 53.78 at the bell, and all just about in touch, but single file at this point. So Tekshaw's of Turkey from Balabanov. Bulgarians looking for big points here. Noah Mamou, though, comes past him, though, for Israel. Into second. And then the tall Dane as well into third. So this is at least a 3-way battle down the home straight. Trying to edge into contention is Niklas Kainrat. So 3 red vests you can see, 4 if you include the front of the Turk. Tekshaw's fighting down this home straight, but a brilliant burst of pace we're seeing as Mamou tries to hold on to second place and has built a good advantage. Look at that, pushing in behind, right across into lane 3. But Tekshaw's with the victory here for Turkey in this initial men's 800 metre race. And he ran it tactically well. They were queuing up to come past behind him, but he'd saved enough for that home straight then. 1:48.38 on the clock.
Really pushing the pace, wasn't he, through the closing stages, and creating some real separation between him and the 19-year-old Mamou. Under 18 silver medalist over this distance, but he couldn't keep with him. And a real battle between the 3 and the red vests behind. So it's all forced all the way out into lane 3, battling all the way to the line for the points. But important points, potentially, depending on the time of their next heat for Turkey.
Yeah, it's unpredictable how fast that next heat will be, but with the potential to be up to 4 seconds faster, you might think. Texas from Mamu and Rosgard Jensen. And another potentially might want some fashion advice, might not, but was wrong.
And they'll be hoping that this race is significantly slower than some of these season's best suggest. There's a brief look at the start list for the second of these men's 800 metres. Christian Gabriel Voicu of Romania setting his personal best this season. Jan Vukovic of Slovenia, the 7-time national champion. His personal best set this month out in Austria, well supported in the crowd. Maribor Blodek of Croatia, he's in personal best form this season. Look at Sisk of Belgium, the one to watch in this one, 1500 metre national champion. Excellent personal best, ranked 13th in Europe. And Phillips as well, someone who's had success at European youth level. Kronbergs of Estonia, 3-time national champion. Sigurd Tivit of Norway, silver medalist in this event in 2021. Violet of Slovakia. And there's a list that is full of athletes in very good form. Croatia could be in with a good shot here. Blodek
On your marks.
with the fastest season's best, fastest personal best. Sisk who holds that. Away in the second of our men's 800 metre heats. Sisk will break first, hanging around, leaving anything to chance. Phillips, the Irishman, the European under-20 champion over 1500 metres, just slotting in at the back. And all the time they have to hit as well. Woodcoop onto the shoulder of the Slovenian. So many in this field coming into this in really good form. And the home straight coming towards the belt. Your eyes on the clock as they break the line at 400 metres, 53.35. This is where the pace will increase and they'll be jostling for position. Being pushed by the Slovenian, Vukovic. Driven on by that home crowd, but he is watched just on his shoulder, the Croatian, Maribor Blodek. Getting up alongside him and now he wants to settle, move into near points, but he's being pushed back. The Slovenian not giving up hope here. Leading this train of athletes as they come into the home straight. Croatia, Slovenia side by side. Belgium looking to make a way round the outside with Peter Sisk. Here come Ireland. Well out in lane 4, but can they get there? Phillips is driving. Dips on the line. Won't be enough for top spot. And an impressive run, making his way round from the back. Confirmation of the time. Maribor Blodek with that 1:46.22. Sisk claiming second. And McPhillips with an orthodox run. Forced all the way out into lane 4. Securing some big points for Ireland.
Yeah, so in the end, the time wasn't too much faster than the initial heat. We had a 1:48 clocking, but there were so many so closely behind Maribor Blodek, who does exactly what he did in Celeste a couple of years ago. Another Slovenian who's battling right at the front. We saw that with Rock Furlan yesterday, among a couple of others, but crossed the line here. Great final gear from Maribor Blodek, the Croatian. And of course, adds to what Sandra Elkasevic did yesterday. That was more anticipated, of course. It was her 6th win in total. and her 7th top 3 in the history of the European Athletics Team Championships.
So here is confirmation of the times, with all bar one coming in faster than the first heat. So top points going the way of the second heat, and here are the combined results. Schross having to settle for 8th in the end.